a girl who committed suicide but was brought back to life by a skilled scientist. Although her behavior was not normal, her pure heart led to strange and extraordinary events happening to her, from embarking on a journey to uncovering the truth of the world. She even managed to find solace in a brothel house and worked there for a while. As time passed, her mind became even clearer. Bella's life is full of lessons for all of us. If you want to know why Bella's behavior was childish after her return from death by a skilled scientist, don't miss the continuation of the story.
The movie begins in London with a young woman named Emma Stone jumping off a bridge, appearing to die. Later, a scientist named Godwin Baxter, who is disfigured, rescues her and brings her back to life as a new person named Bella. Bella acts like a child and calls Godwin God. In one of Godwin's lectures, he invites Max McCandles and his maid, Mrs. Prim, to join him as assistants. Max becomes fascinated by Bella, despite the fact that she is different. While working together, Godwin reveals to Max that Bella was pregnant when he found her body in the water, and he transplanted the baby's brain into Bella's body, causing her to lack maturity. Bella sees Godwin as a father figure in her life. Max spends time with Bella, helping her learn about different places around the world. Bella becomes interested in exploring the outside world, but Godwin, initially hesitant, eventually joins them for a picnic in a nearby park. However, when Bella tries to leave the area, a struggle occurs and Godwin uses chloroform to calm her down. When Bella wakes up, she starts exploring self-pleasure and tries to masturbate. Godwin later tells Max that he believes there is a strong love connection between Bella and Max. He suggests that Max should propose to Bella. Max admits his feelings and eventually asks Bella to marry him, with the condition set by Godwin that they live together.
If you enjoy our content, please support us by subscribing or liking, so we can recap more films for you.
Godwin is paid a visit by a lawyer named Duncan Wedderburn, played by Mark Ruffalo, who ends up meeting Bella and becoming fond of her. Duncan invites Bella to go on a trip to Lisbon with him, even though Godwin disapproves. Despite Godwin and Max expressing their discontent, Bella decides to go anyway. Before leaving, Bella kisses Max and uses chloroform on him to prevent him from trying to stop her. Bella and Duncan went to Lisbon together. While exploring the city, Bella experienced new cultures and had passionate moments with Duncan, which she called furious jumping. One day, Bella wandered around the city by herself, seeing things in a magical way. Duncan invited Bella to socialize with high-class individuals, but she discovered her own interests. During a dinner, Bella enthusiastically danced and Duncan joined her. Later, Duncan got into a fight with a man who showed interest in Bella, the behavior of evading disasters and sleeping with others, and cheating. To Duncan really annoys and irritates him. In London, Max realizes that Godwin misses Bella while she's away. However, Max is determined to carry on with his research even without her. He decides to conduct a similar experiment on another woman named Felicity, played by Margaret Qualley. Unfortunately, Felicity's intelligence doesn't progress as rapidly as Bella's did. Duncan grows frustrated with Bella's rebellious behavior and decides to sneak her onto a cruise ship headed to Alexandria in a large trunk. During the journey, Bella befriends two passengers, Harry Astley and Martha von Kurzrock, who introduce her to new philosophical ideas. Bella, without any shame, openly express her sexual preferences and indicate that she really loves sex. Duncan becomes even more agitated as Bella's interests diverge from his own. When he tries to attack Martha, he is subdued and hit in the face with her cane. Upon arriving in Alexandria, Harry shows Bella the harsh reality of the city, including impoverished and deceased individuals on the streets. This experience shocks Bella and causes her to have a breakdown, until Harry intervenes to calm her down. When Bella discovers the bitter truths about poverty and realizes that the world is not as beautiful as she once thought, she donates all Duncan's money to help the poor, but cannot ease her conscience. She cannot bear the fact that she sleeps in a comfortable bed while poor individuals are forced to sleep on the ground. Her pure heart aches, and she cries. Bella and Duncan find themselves in a tough situation after being kicked off the ship in Marseille due to Bella's misguided attempt at generosity. Bella, despite her noble intentions, ends up working in a brothel in Paris to make ends meet under the management of Madame Swiney. Duncan is initially taken aback by Bella's decision to engage in prostitution and feels betrayed when he discovers that Bella had undisclosed emergency funds from Godwin. In the midst of these challenges, Bella forms a close bond with Toinette, another prostitute at the brothel. Toinette introduces Bella to socialist ideas, and the two share intimate moments together. Bella's journey in this new environment is marked by struggles, friendships, and unexpected turns that shape her views and experiences. Duncan's mental health deteriorates, leading to his hospitalization. Meanwhile, Godwin falls seriously ill. Duncan writes to Godwin, and Max is sent to check on Duncan. During Max's visit, Duncan informs him about Bella's activities. Bella, who had previously caused a rift, is brought back to reconcile with Godwin in London. After reconciling with Godwin, Bella and Max decide to proceed with their marriage plans, overlooking Bella's past behavior. However, as they are about to exchange vows, General Alfie Blessington unexpectedly interrupts the ceremony. General Blessington claims Bella as his wife, whom he knows as Victoria. He declares his intention to take her back to his residence, disrupting Bella and Max's plans. Bella, upon learning disturbing revelations from Alfie about Victoria's cruel behavior towards the lower class and her own baby, comes to the realization that her suicide was an escape from a terrible marriage. When Bella tries to leave, Alfie threatens her with a gun and demands she drink a chloroform-laced cocktail. In a bold move, Bella splashes the drink on Alfie's face, inadvertently causing him to shoot himself in the foot before losing consciousness. Bella returns to Godwin's side as he peacefully passes away, surrounded by Max and her. Later, she is seen taking up Godwin's research with Max, Mrs. Prim, Felicity, and Toinette. Meanwhile, Alfie undergoes a peculiar transformation, having his brain replaced with that of a goat. Felicity's intellect is shown to be rapidly expanding. In the peaceful aftermath, Bella spends the afternoon immersed in reading, a soft smile playing on her lips.
Quite a captivating and distinctive film, exquisitely filmed, impeccably performed, eccentric, humorous, and strikingly unique. In reminiscent of Terry Gilliam's works, Poor Things boasts a visual style that is both enchantingly familiar and fantastical. From its steampunk-inspired vehicles to its artificially combined creatures, this film presents a visual feast unlike anything seen before. Emma Stone delivers a performance that initially portrays a somewhat sociopathic character, gradually transforming into a woman who is intellectually sharp, perceptive of her surroundings, and in tune with her own bodily and emotional needs. Her well-deserved nomination for Best Actress at the Academy Awards truly highlights her talent this year. Her portrayal is strikingly raw, particularly in the intimate scenes she shares with Mark Ruffalo, also nominated for Best Supporting Actor, as she navigates her way through understanding the world and her own identity. Be prepared for a significant amount of nudity and sexual exploration. While I watched this film alone, literally the sole audience member in the theater, it might not be the most comfortable viewing experience with a family member or friend. I highly recommend this to those who appreciate unconventional art films. However, it may not resonate with everyone's taste for an entertaining movie night. One might even consider pairing it with Barbie for a thematic double feature.